So the Minrathous is marching in the Veilguard. I am a fan of lightning. Hello, darlings. BioWare put out a 30-second official launch trailer for Dragon Age the Veilguard. So this is my breakdown and analysis. I wrote a few notes, so obviously spoilers. Alright, so this is a blue lyrium infested dragon, like in the release date trailer, who could be an old god, Razikali or Luzakan, or one of the dragons we have to defeat. And this is at the ruins where Grey Wardens fight, I believe, based on clips from previous trailers and the gameplay trailer. And that moon is impressive. So a mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics, so I'm guessing that this is the final rendering and official scenes. This is Minrathous, attacked and on fire, blighted with corruption growing everywhere. Not read with lyrium yet, or from the Eclipse if it's more from the Eclipse. So it must be before the Dreadwolf attacks Elgar'nan in dragon form. Could also be what happens to Minrathous if we save another city in its stead, or what happens to it regardless. I think this is what happens to it regardless.
So weaving to...
It pulses! The corruption pulses. It's so creepy and icky. I love it.
The fate of the world shall be decided soon.
So Morgan's narration is in line with the 1 week left part, shall be decided soon. Either this is narration for the trailer, or she speaks this in the game, actually near the end of the game, if she speaks it in the game.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade.
So this is from the gameplay reveal and from the trailer with the Elven gods rising.
Two ancient Elven gods.
I believe Rook is the one speaking, but the voice is pitched lower, or it's the first warden speaking. Either sounds like Male Hawk or Fenris for some of the words, but I think it's the first warden. Okay, since I'm on this pause, I'm gonna do this. This is the Elven gods, Elgar'nan and Gillinan. Gil looks like she's floating the way she rises using her tentacles like that. I like it. It's not most typically seen of villains, so well, you know me and the tentacles, follow me in every game I play, so I'm enjoying the tentacles.
Elven gods.
A new Rook look. I like it. I think this is one of the presets.
They were horrific tyrants.
This is the ritual site with the moon casting for the eclipse, the darkness overhead in Arlathan Forest, unless it's a different ritual site in a different location, but we see all the statues of the Elven gods. They're not crumbled. So this must be a different location, or it's somewhere in the Fade, or they've popped up again somehow. We'll discover it in the game. And there's an energy orb of either blood magic, red lyrium magic, and the dragon is either an old god or Elgar'nan in dragon form. The light cast from the red orb, like piercing the darkness, so it's kind of symbolic there. It's a total eclipse. I still keep saying the game should have been called Eclipse. I think I'm forever gonna say it. I have seen a total eclipse. It wasn't blighted like this, thankfully. The light of the total eclipse. The moment the eclipse happens, dragon takes form, and then the sun starts peering again. There is something with the eclipse, like maybe a ritual or transformation can only occur during the total eclipse. It makes things happen. I just know it has significance, and how much significance we'll learn playing the game. Of course, the worst is still coming. Grey Wardens fighting Darkspawn, like from the scene earlier, with Gillinan, unless we stop them. Of course. The Illuvian from the lighthouse, as previously seen. The voice regarding the artifact
for centuries,
I believe is Irlin, whom we saw in the release date trailer, and whom we see right away here.
Shut it down.
And right, the Veilfire lanterns and the statues tell me that this is the Grand Necropolis of Navarra.
The dead.
It's nice to see the companions speak more. So we hear Emmerich, this clip from Arain, and the dragon. Both are pretty impressive. Okay, so I'm pretty impressed with the magic from Rook. I'm loving the lightning orb explosion. Why did I write blue in my notes? It's purple. Thank you very much. Well, it's like a purple blue. I'm all about lightning magic, force lightning. I am a fan of the lightning. My first Rook will be an elemental mage, so fire, lightning, ice, all about that. It looks like an AoE. Yeah.
The streets of Treviso get more dangerous by the day.
Lucanus. The kunari says the gods, I can feel they're corrupt. Does that imply that the kunari is sensing the corruption from within? The kunari just knows me. Is this a Sarabas? It looks like Rook is trying to broker some sort of deal with the kunari, trying to figure something out because look what's happening to Thedas. We need your alliance too, even if you're not allied with all of my other allies. So it'll be interesting to see this play out in the game. Obvious, it could be a deal to help free Treviso as well, because this is in Treviso, judging by the buildings and the scenery.
The gods, I can feel their corruption.
I can feel the corruption. Maybe it has to do with the kunari origins. Maybe kunari origins having to do with something to do with an experiment done by the Evanurs, dragon blood magic, and maybe that's why they can feel the corruption. Maybe the old gods, the blighted gods. So more of the total eclipse in Minrathous. I mean, it has snaked its way all the way up to the ring. And so this time Minrathous is all red and infested with corruption. I thought from the release date trailer that it was red lyrium making it glow red, but it's probably the eclipse. And it really does. The one I saw here, it was pink. This is like blood red. It's impressive. So I'm guessing wherever the dragon is, because in the release date trailer, we saw the dragon, Elgar'nan in dragon form here. So I'm guessing in release date trailer, this is Our Lady of this statue that we see at the beginning of the game, all corrupted. So I'm guessing the dragon takes flight and arrives in Minrathous. So Venatori, the Venatori serve the blight because they were following Corypheus. They serve the old gods, so they're serving the Elven gods, must be. And they're becoming more powerful.
The codes.
This could be the orb with the dragon form. It looks like a holocron. Like a Sith holocron. It's Venatori magic. I'm really looking forward to discovering what exactly this does. They're gathering power. The move that the Venatori does is it's so reminiscent of Sith and Jedi. I'm liking all the magical elements that tie into, whether on purpose or not, into my actual favorite franchise, which is the Old Republic original expanded universe of the Star Wars galaxy. I believe this is Ways Hopped because we hear Davrin speaking and he speaks of Ways Hopped, probably with clips that expand on the gameplay trailer that showed the fighting and those scenes at Ways Hopped. This is impressive. It has to be Gil'Anain's old god. So either Razakali or Luzakan. That means that the lyrium-infested dragons are maybe other dragons, or all the old gods like revive. Like, what's going on? You know? And this is the red lyrium-infested dragon. It could be later also, but it looks like a different dragon. Again, the giant skeleton from Navarra. I am uncertain who or what this mummified being is. It looks like it could be one of the Magisters, one of the Darkspawn Magisters, like Corypheus, like the Architect, but not Corypheus and not the Architect. It would be so cool though, for another Magister, but this time helping us, and seems to be stabbing into something that's blighted, so I'm guessing helping us. Unless this is an arcane. I mean, the Magisters look like arcane, but I'm hoping we encounter another Magister, and this time who helps us. This is, I know, is from right before Rook passes out after the Elven Gods are released, from the more expanded scenes that came out after the embargo lifted. The review embargo lifts Monday. the 28. I am suspecting there will be a mix of reviews, good reviews and bad reviews, and somewhere in the middle, but I'm hoping more good reviews than anything.
Will not be easy.
Of course, it will not be easy. Our mother of monsters and Hala just floating in the air with her tentacles again, lifting a Grey Warden and killing them. Either Rook's reaction could be in relation to Gillanane or to Solas. But you are this world's only hope, so I wonder why and how Rook becomes that. Is it Rook's link to Solas? Rook's link to the Fade that allows this with the blood ties? Because others have been powerful, maybe even more powerful. What specifically, why Rook is the new chosen one? No magic hand, no, like how does Rook become that? So I'm guessing it has to do with what happens at the beginning of the game and the link to the Fade somehow.
You are this world's only hope.
Okay, so we see Solas freed from his prison, standing amongst the ruins with the Eclipse behind him. I'm guessing in Minrathous, maybe? His eyes glow cyan, and he is using his magic. The magic looks like the magic Flemeth used to control the Inquisitor or Morgan when confronted in the Fade. It could be Solas controlling the Inquisitor or Morgan here. If that is the case, it means that the choice for the Well Drinker can be implemented somehow through dialogue, or he's controlling the Dreadwolf form, or the Dreadwolf if the Dreadwolf is a separate entity or summoning for something. Maybe this is right after the Dreadwolf form as Solas transforms back into his elf form.
But you are this world's only hope.
It's super impressive either way, regardless. I'm really looking forward to discovering that in the game. Like you can tell I'm smiling, like my cheeks are sore. He looks very impressive. Most impressive. This could be where Rook confronts Solas and where we decide his fate. Perhaps something happens that obliges us to fight him, deciding his fate, like after the Dreadwolf form. Or Solas is allied with Rook and just witnessed Solas doing something impressive. But I really believe this is right after the Dreadwolf form. The kunari could be the Antam with Tash shouting, so I'm guessing Kunari killed someone. Lay's Harding falling, I'm guessing that her magic will activate to save her, or the stone will save her, because now that she has a connection to the stone, she's gonna be all right. I'm guessing, unless this is like what happens if people die. We see Taya fighting more prominently in the same location as the clip from the release date trailer, which focused more on Viago. So the Minrathous is marching in the Veilguard. The Veilguard is marching towards the Eclipse in Minrathous. I believe in all of us. There are Grey Wardens, Crows, Mournwatch skeletons. I see Taya, Viago, the Companions. I believe Antoine and Efkar there as well. I see Strife and Irulan. This is Viago here. So these are the ancillary characters who are allied with the Veilguard regardless whether their faction is or not. So the fast clips after this, All-God Dragon, Varric from the gameplay reveal, Gillanane and her old god, really looks snaky like a drake. Well, duh. Really impressive. Rook unsheathing what I believe is Solas's dagger that he was using at the beginning of the game, which we know from IGN videos and combat skills and stuff videos that we can customize it and that we wield it. Gil looks like she's summoning her magic, summoning the blight, summoning her minions, her monsters. Dragon. Pretty impressive trailer overall, in case I didn't emphasize that enough. A short trailer, short and sweet. 1 week. I am so excited. I cannot wait. I have to wait. I've got no choice. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you all soon, excitedly so. Masaranas.